can you talk about copyboarding? Yeah, sure. So this is sort of like copyboarding. It's a little bit different. This is my version of it. So Joe Schriefer has a method of copywriting he calls copyboarding. Joe Schriefer, the publisher of Agora Financial, and he taught it to us at Copy Camp. First, you make your big promise, right? And then thereafter, you and a group of maybe 2 to 3 other creative copywriters start hashing out objections, okay? And that's like, okay, when I make this promise, what are the objections that fly to your mind? And then you put them on sticky notes and you make like a storyboard of all the objections. Then you answer them with the objection, claim, proof, benefit formula. A lot of the stuff that was on my channel, objection, claim, proof, benefit, a lot of the lessons that I put on the channel, I learned at Agora Financial, working with Evaldo Albuquerque, Joe Schriefer, and Ryan McGrath. A lot of people call him Mr. X, the Jason Capital group of guys. Those fans, they love Ryan McGrath, Mr. X, they call him. Yeah, so I learned a lot of stuff from them. So a lot of my, I would call them techniques, strategies, whatever, they're based in that. That's where my foundation was laid. So what I have here is a very similar sort of strategy that I call the beats of a sales letter. And this premise came from Save the Cat by Blake Schneider. It's a book about screenwriting. And I've broken my sales letter into 3 acts. I basically did it the exact same way that Save the Cat does it. Act 1, Act 2, which is 2 parts, and Act 3. Act 1 is the lead. The question that you are answering in Act 1, there's a question for each of these parts. The question you answer in your promo for Act 1 is, what's in it for me? Okay? Then you have ways to do that. For me, I think you hit a pattern interrupt, establish some credibility, trigger a BS reaction, and then you introduce your mechanism. You ground it in reality by introducing your catalyst, and then you demonstrate your result which basically quells their skepticism for a moment so that they'll keep reading. This is my next book. When I get this really nailed down, I know it like the back of my hand, I'm going to write another book on this. Act 2, Part 1. Act 2, Part 1. How is this possible? This is where you really ground it in reality that this is real. I'm not BSing you, that this is a real opportunity that can make you money, help you lose weight, help you find love, get your girlfriend back, get your boyfriend back, help you jump higher, nail all your free throws. I'll explain exactly why it's real in Act 2, Part 1. Okay, it's the first half of your body copy. Act 1 is the lead. Act 2 is the body copy. Part 1, how is this possible? It's where you'll explain your opportunity and the catalyst that causes this opportunity today. Act 2, Part 2, how do you do this? That's where you address a mechanism that taps into the opportunity that you just set up. You explain this opportunity. Now, I have a way. So whenever you're reading copy, you see the words a way, the right way, the secret way, if you just knew, what is it? They say something like, and if you just had a way to tap into blah. So when they say tap into blah, they're talking about the catalyst, and the way is the mechanism. Okay, that's your unique mechanism. Act 2, Part 2, how do you do this? My mechanism. My mechanism allows me to spot these 7-figure paydays overnight or something like that. Okay, so that's the mechanism. Okay, so once you address that, what's in it for me is the lead. Act 2, Part 1 is how is this possible? Act 2, Part 2 is how do you do it? Okay, so I've explained the mechanism. So I've addressed why do I care? Okay, I do care about that, but I don't believe it's possible. But here's how it's possible. Okay, so I care about that and I do believe it's possible. So how? How do you do it? Oh, so that's how you do it. Okay, well, how do I do it? That's Act 3. How do I get started? Which is your offer section. If you want to take advantage of this opportunity and tap into these gains just like the way I do, simply sign up for my newsletter, Be a Boss Weekly, right? There you go. So Joe Schriefer's copyboarding is a little bit different than my Beats of a Sales Letter strategy, which is my Beats of a Sales Letter is based on Blake Schneider's book, screenwriting book for making movies called Save the Cat. Okay, so that's my Beats of a Sales Letter platform. Joe's is a little bit different. It's copyboarding. So those are the 2 things.
What's up, Copy Squad? I hope you found that useful, and if you'd like to actually join our private conversations in full and get some of this actionable advice for your copy or business, I invite you to check out copysquad.net/join. Here you can sign up for our highest, most exclusive level group, the Copy Squad Inner Circle. Every week we alternate between 2 types of live meetings to keep our conversation fresh around copy and continually grow our skills together. So one week we take member submissions and questions and we go over user copy, and then the next week we'll do sales letter breakdowns of top tier 7- and 8-figure sales letters by some of the best copywriters and businesses in the game. So that rotates every week. One week we take submissions, the next week we do a sales letter breakdown. These calls are attended by myself, my current writing team, and even some of my previous writers are also regulars on these calls. So there's top tier talent attending all of these calls. We also have a brand new Slack channel for members to share ideas, their copy, experiences, insights, and keep up with our program announcements. So all you got to do is go to this page, copysquad.net/join. Choose whether you want a yearly or monthly membership, and then you can have access to one of the highest performing, most elite copy groups on the planet. Thanks so much for tuning in, and peace out, Copy Squad.